नमः समयसाराय स्वानुभूत्या चकासते चित्स्वभावाय भावाय सर्वभावान्तरच्छिदे. I bow to the purest soul, absolutely free from the karmic matter, whose attribute is consciousness, that can only be known and revealed by the self to the self. That is all-knowing, which means it knows all the living and non-living substances of the universe at once, in their totality. I bow to the Absolute Soul, to the God Soul. Now we are acquainted with three universal realities that work behind running the universe. 1. There are two significant players incessantly at work in the whole cosmic scene: the soul and the matter, or the observer and the one that is observed. We may put it like the one who knows and the other is the object of knowledge. Both of these act as instrumental causes for each other, and they get affected, change, and modify due to their own abilities. Hence, they are the substantial causes for change in themselves. Second, karma is reflected through the soul not only in the form of countless physical, mental, and emotional actions, but also through various physical manifestations. Third, each happening, every tiny incident is possible only due to the nimitta-naimittic relationship between any two substances. If this bond is not there, no event can be possible. The domino effect, which describes the inevitable series of cause and effect, is also possible because of the nimitta-naimittic bond. Now comes the question of how this wisdom is useful for us. Let me ask you a question. Do you think the ocean would feel insecure if someone takes water from it? If it is aware of the boundless, immeasurable water it contains? Or will he fear losing its existence if a dangerous storm shakes it vigorously? Of course, he will know that no matter what, it is secured. No one can actually empty it by taking out water, and no storm can ever disturb its depths. This is what the teachings of soul science do to us. They introduce us to the feeling of infinity within. Once we start living with these concepts and practicing them in our lives, we begin observing life's happenings from a deeper place of wisdom. Through this wisdom, we start dealing with our health issues, diseases, and the complicated people around us more efficiently. We become aware that life's adversities are tiny waves happening on the very surface of our immense existence. Let's move towards the following teaching, where the Guru says, by acquiring the knowledge of the nature of karmic bondage and the nature of the soul, one becomes indifferent from bondage. Thereupon, he gets liberation from karma, as liberation means separation of the soul and karmic bondage. Liberation is like a state when the ocean has absolutely stopped being affected by waves and storms and has started to exist in a state of absolute presence in all of its grandeur. In the teachings of Samaya-sar, this state of soul is called Swa-samaya, which means being present in one's own nature at all times. In the next chapter, we will discuss the soul's real nature. Different experiences in life make one practice discriminative knowledge enough. Here, we must note that at the beginning of the text, the Guru says, I will describe the science of the soul differentiated from others based on my rich knowledge and experience. Accept it only if it satisfies the condition of truth. However, if I fail in my description and you don't feel enlightened, you are free to reject it. Even then, do not be confused, as it relates to the ultimate experience of your pure self. Such is the beauty of an authentic teacher. He not only gives space to his students but also lets them explore the truth on their own. Before we move on to the next teaching, let's ask ourselves a question. Will we choose to stay in the cage once we are aware of the pain of the bondage it keeps us in? We all know the answer. Let us now move to the key takeaways from today's lesson. 1. Each soul is individual and cannot do anything for any other soul in the absolute sense. It can only be one of the instruments that causes a change in any other soul or matter. For example, the teachings of Samay Sar are one of the instrumental causes to fill you up with peace. The substantial cause to feel the divinity within is you only. 2. If this text provides some solutions to you, the knowledge shared through this text and our intellect share the nimitta-naimittic bond. 3. Through practicing these learnings, we can uplift ourselves in unprecedented ways. Once we know our grandeur, we will start taking life and its adversities as if a little part of the ocean passes through a small temporary tunnel. 4. Once we experience the infinity within, we can share this knowledge with others around us and contribute to creating a spiritually evolved world. 5. Imagine a state where one has stopped creating causes in two ways by reacting to the effects and not creating new causes that bind newer effects for the future. Doesn't it sound peaceful? This is the pinnacle of spirituality known as moksha in Indian philosophies. It is now time for the last segment of the lesson, meditation. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale through the mouth. During the process, keep loosening every muscle, every joint of your body from head to toe. And now, ponder. The knowledge that introduces me to my depths and the heights I can achieve is the right knowledge. Certain universal laws are eternally and inevitably in action for each soul. Being a conscious entity, the soul is caught in the beginningless cycle of cause and effect. And being conscious, only the soul can intercept the same cycle and start its journey towards freedom. There are countless instrumental causes around me, active at all times, with whom I share the nemitic relationship. They keep disturbing me in one way or the other. Understanding the essence of my real nature allows me to choose not to be the nemitic whenever a conflict arises. This is the beginning of my spiritual journey. I choose to improvise myself by not reacting to the stimuli around me. You may now open your eyes.